cue and stuff. So you basically, standing wise, probably the simplest way to do it. Here, let's get a ball out here. So the simplest way and stuff for me is for your bridge hand is I just go and make a flat hand and put your thumb like this.
But the one that you should hit it,
right?
So is the one who you have the power.
So you want your power. So your left hand is going to be So your bridge hand is going to be your right hand.
Okay.
So you're going to just do this.
So it's the first.
You're going to want the cue on this side.
No, because I was kind of like feeling it on the other because like sometimes like I could use my right, but. Okay, yeah.
So do that, and then so with your hand, and then you'll do that. So put your hand flat, and then you'll just kind of like scrunch it up.
Like this.
Right, and then that's what you're gonna rest the cue on, like that.
Like this.
Yeah. So you're gonna want to pull and move this hand up, like right there. There you go. So you're just gonna have to, kind of just like make it to where your thumb goes to right there, and then just. My
thumb is so small, I can't reach it.
Right, and then just pull it all the way up. There you go. And then it's just going to rest right there. And stuff, so. And then you just want to basically hold your elbow at the same spot. So you're going to hold your elbow, so you're going to set it there, and hold your elbow, and then just move your elbow or your hand back and forth. There you go. So see how it's like, that kind of, so it's like you don't want to move your elbow, you just want to like move your forearm, so that's where, to make it a little bit easier, instead of standing like this, stand a little bit more like that.
I can't reach. Okay.
Right, so that's where you just kind of, and then you have to bend.
That.
So when you bend over, then you'll have, so you'll just put your hand out in front of you. And stuff. So you'll have to keep looking up, move your hand further up there. So you're gonna want, like for right now, just start off with like this distance in front of your hand being kind of short and stuff, so that way you have the slow motion or short motions.
Was it kind of tired? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you'll get more and more used to it, and that's where kind of bring this foot up. And then bring this foot back. So there you go. So that way you're kind of more square to it, so your shoulders are kind of there, and then you just lean forward like that.
Oh, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Like, I can't reach.
Yeah, so it's really, a lot of it is in your back type deal and stuff. So you're going to want to get down like lower type deal. So go ahead. You're going to want to be like down low like that. So when you get down there, and then, so go ahead and be down, and then you're going to want to hold your shoulder and your elbow there, and then move your back arm. So once you get down, keep staying down like that, and then you're just going to move this back and forth. Yeah, and you can like kind of pick up your elbow a little bit there. There you go. So that's the action right there.
Okay.
So you really have to kind of get down on it, and and like they have a lot of people there.
So that you can bullseye or something.
Yeah, and a lot of people. You'll see like a lot of pros. They'll go down to where their chin is touching the thing, so they're down like this and stuff. So that's where you have to really get your elbow up. For me, because I have longer arms, so I have to hold on back here. But for you, since you have shorter arms, you're going to be holding on a lot closer. So you have to really, get down low, and then you can kind of. So you're going to want to get closer though. You don't want to have like super far, like this distance here.
Yeah.
You don't want to get super far on that. So if the ball's way up here, that means you want to get closer. So move your feet. There you go. And then move your hand even closer. There you go. And when you hit, you're going to want to also, so now you can back up. So you can back up a little bit and stuff. And then when you hit type deal, you're gonna want to kind of hit and then follow through type deal. So when you hit, you're gonna go through it type, and like kind of push through the ball type deal.
On the other side of the wall.
Yeah. So just when you, so instead of just going and doing like and just stopping type deal, you're gonna want to go and hit, and then you're gonna want to like just kind of, they call it a follow through. So you want to like follow through the shot type deal.
Like not like small one, but like do it much.
Right, just kind of basically when you hit type deal, hit it and then just kind of like keep going type deal. Because when you hit, initially it's gonna jump off of the thing.
So is the right one again? Can you do it?
So when you do it, just kind of hit it and then just kind of keep pushing a little bit and stuff like that. So don't like hit it and pull back right away.
Like
A little bit, yeah. So you don't have to go like super far type deal, but just when you hit, just kind of go like an extra, a little bit past the ball type deal, instead of just going right at the ball. And so remember to lean down here. There you go. So yeah, it's just kind of, yeah, it takes a lot of effort. A lot of things are like when you get closer to the rail and stuff, since like you're only this far and you can't really do this and stuff. So if you're close to the rails, what I do is I kind of just tuck the thumb under and stuff. I can go after that guy. So you just tuck the thumb under and stuff. I just kind of put in between those two, and then put these two over it and stuff. If need be, you can raise up your wrist.
Like this?
Yeah. So, but do it on the felt. So you want to put that, and then you want to kind of squeeze it a little bit right there and stuff. And then, so then when you get that, then you're going to want to adjust the back so you're coming down. You want to hit the center of the ball type deal. And then once you get that, then you just kind of, yeah. So,
I forgot again.
so yeah, and then, but yeah, those are the ones I usually do. It's like if it's like up close to the rail, then yeah, just kind of hold it and basically make sure you just like pinch it with between these two.
Not too much or else it can't.
Yeah, and if you want to, like instead of having it directly over it, you can like pull your hand off to the side, so that way you can rest your hand on the thing. So you go and put it like that, and then you can arch your fingers. Arch your fingers. Go like this.
Like this.
Yeah, and then you can put your hand down on the side, and then put them close together, right like that. So then once again, a lot of it is just kind of getting used to like this motion, and the hardest part is just getting your shoulder and your elbow comfortable, and then getting.
But what if you don't follow like the elbow or whatever? It's still allowed to, whatever you do.
The what?
Like you don't follow like put up your elbow like that, but whatever you feel comfortable to do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's kind of like everybody's got like a little bit different style and stuff like that. Like
hey, you're not following it, so that's not like part of the sport.
Like some people come out like this and they shoot and stuff, and other people are like way down on it and stuff. Other people shoot like this and stuff. So
the most important is to hit the ball.
Right, you want to be comfortable. You want to have a comfortable stance, but then you also want to get to where you're going to be accurate. So you want to get to where it's like, because I mean, I can shoot like this all day long, but I'm not going to be accurate. I'm most accurate when I get down on the ball.
Oh, to see it there.
Yeah.
I forgot again.
So, and then a lot of it's also, so we'll do like exercises where it's like you kind of line up the ball between the two diamonds and stuff. So you just kind of go and center it right there, and then you'll go and you aim for the other diamond, meaning that you want to have the stick go straight at the other diamond and stuff. And when you hit it, you want to hit the center and then have it come back and basically just stop right there. So basically what you're doing is you're trying to make sure that you hit center of the ball and then you hit like the diamond directly across from you and stuff.
So back.
And then it comes back right at you. Otherwise, if you don't and you hit it like a little bit angled and stuff, then it's going to come back and it's going to miss. So it's
like
just,
what the diamond you're talking about?
so these are the diamonds and stuff. So
Right.
so that's where it's like when you put it in between, you can just kind of like, what do you want to call it, practice hitting like center of ball and stuff like that. So that one I got a little bit off and stuff. So the easiest way to kind of do it is like you just kind of set the tip of it on the other diamond and you set this one over this one and then you can kind of just get it about the middle of it.
Minus the middle, right?
Yeah, there you go. And then you just kind of practice. It's like one of the practicing things that we do is just doing that. And then coming back, and you want to basically have it bounce straight back. So, so
hey, where you going?
So that's where you're like, when you do it, you can like set it up at a shorter distance and stuff. So when you have a shorter distance, so when you set it out long like that, because you're like, you have a lot more tendency to like move around type deal and stuff. But when you set it up a lot closer, then you just have like a lot shorter distance, and then so you're not going to be like going and moving around.
Or else if it's far, then you just have to make this so close to the ball.
Or if it's far type deal, like if you're out like that, rather than being up this, then you can go and do your hand down here, and then that way you have short. So like having a long, they call this a long bridge and stuff, being that this is like the support, and then they have like the long. Having that long makes it more difficult to play type deal. So usually you only see like professionals or people that are like very advanced, like have a long bridge. A lot more people play with like a 6 to 8 inch bridge, like this distance, just because it's easier to control. So that's where like a lot of it's just kind of getting the comfortable stance. Some people like to be like this. I'm more of a stand in the like here.
That's too much.
It takes a lot of what do you want to call it? A lot of work on the back, because you're like, for me it's like I bend over a lot, and then you also want to kind of bend your knees a little bit. You can do that just so that way you're.
When would be the right time to use the bridge or to use this?
It's a feel thing. So it's kind of like, if for me it's like I don't feel comfortable with this short of a hit. So for me, I always like a bridge about this distance type deal. If it's further than that, then I'll go and I'll just put down a bridge right here type deal and stuff, or closer and stuff. But this is too far for me and stuff. So I'm not accurate enough with it on that spot.
I forgot though.
So here you want to get up closer, because you got a really long bridge there. You want to get your hand, there we go. And then pull your thumb up, there you go.
And I should hit it, harder or not?
Center of the ball.
Much or not?
Just hit it as whatever you feel comfortable with. Yeah. So a lot of that's also like where you're hitting the ball.
Some other, because I like this.
So when you go, so if you hit it with bottom, then it's like, you can, that's like if you're going to hit the bottom into another ball type deal. So it creates like basically the scoot it type deal. Top causes it to roll quickly and stuff. So see how far, so you got to get closer.
And this is allowed that you lean on now?
Yeah, you can lean on the table. Yeah, you can do whatever you need to do as long as you have 1 foot on the ground. So I can shoot like this if I want to, like if I have to get down onto it or something. So as long as I have 1 foot on the ground, it's legal. So this is almost too far away for you. So I'd almost go with like a bridge on this instance. Yeah. There you go. Much better. Very good. So that's where a lot of the practice, that's where what this does is it teaches you to have that kind of straight going at it type deal. And that's why it's just like doing this a whole bunch of times and just getting it so that way when you actually hit it, then you're gonna be like, then you just accelerate it type deal. So like it gives you the practice. Otherwise, it's like if you go and you're just kind of like all over the place, you put spin on the ball and stuff. So
the bridge is really like.
That's where it's kind of getting the shoulder and the elbow, getting that like kind of used to just basically, because you just want to get your elbow locked into a spot, but that's where it just takes practice and muscle memory. And then once you get it locked into a spot, then it's just nothing but this joint going back and forth. And then here, you don't want to really hold on to it super tight. So they always say kind of you just want to use like these fingers and stuff. But for me, I kind of just kind of roll it up, so it's just kind of like just these three right here, and then just kind of holding it on, but still kind of, you're not holding it super tight. You just, yeah, you're just holding it somewhat tight enough to where it's, you have control of the cue. And the table's not 100% level and stuff, so it's an old table. I need to get it. And then once you get it kind of situated, then you can start hitting one ball into the other ball. So the cue ball, the white ball, is the one that you always hit into the other balls.
Okay.
So.
Not scratch.
So that's where it's like once you like get kind of the hold here down a little bit and do practice going straight across and back and stuff, and then get the bridge down and practice going straight across and back and stuff. Then it's like I'll go and I'll take the balls, I'll put them like start at it like right there and stuff, and just even though it's right at the middle, just practice aiming type deal and stuff, and then so
when you do that, you really like there is an area on this white that you want to hit so that the ball in front of it would go. You want to like hit the side or whatever.
you always kind of want to hit the center of the cue ball and stuff like that. So you want to hit. So that's where like when you go and you're practicing here, you want to hit the center of the ball type deal so it comes straight back at you and stuff. So when you go to shoot that one, you still want to hit center of the cue ball.
This one center?
Yeah. So you just want to hit the center of it and stuff. But that's where like a lot of times they have things where you get like a number of balls out, and you just like basically just kind of put a ball in front of each pocket type deal and stuff, and then you just go around the table and so then once you get like that, then you just go around the table and you just shoot, make that ball, and then you go and then you shoot the cue, and wherever the cue ball goes, then you make that ball, and then yeah, so where you want to make every ball, and then you want to make it as simple as possible type deal. So, and that's where you just kind of, and then once you get like going to where you feel comfortable making all of these, then you can start like pulling the ball out a little bit further and stuff. So.
What do you need it?
You can try pulling this underneath there and stuff. So you might have to, yeah. You're gonna have to like lean over a little bit. There you go. And then pull your let go there and stuff. So when you're doing it, you make sure that you want to have that you're at like a 90-degree angle and stuff. So if you hold back too far, then you're like way back here, and then that's when the cue starts moving around too much. So if you have it at a 90-degree angle, then it's just going much more.
Like this? More?
Well, yeah, what you're doing is you're pulling it up like that. You don't want to do that. You want to keep, they say that you want to have like your shoulder and this all be on like a flat plane and stuff. So when you go,
Arrange my hand.
so go ahead and like get down in your shooting position and stuff, and then you want to do this. So that's where I was saying, pull this foot up and stuff, and then pull your other foot back a little bit. Now lean down into it. Now you got how much? Okay,
that's tired on my shoulder.
Yeah, I'm standing in the way because you keep on pushing your elbow out, so you're like that. So yeah, it's a shoulder exercise. There.
But it would go up if I'm not gonna do this.
Okay, that's where. Yeah, try not to curl over. It's difficult because it's like you have to bring your shoulder down type deal. So your shoulder, instead of being like this, because when you go like this, then that's when you want to bring your arm up and stuff like that. Because that,
like that.
So that's what I was saying with your feet. You want to be like this, so you can try to get your arms or your shoulders kind of level. So that's where, try doing it this way. So face the shot that you're gonna do, but have your feet like this.
Okay.
But face the shot that you're gonna do. You're facing this way. So you want to face that, but have your feet straight across and stuff.
That's it?
Right. Now bend down and put your arm out and stuff. So you're gonna have to get a little bit closer. Take half a step closer. Okay, there you go. So then you have your thing, and then just when you bend down, there you go. And then you're gonna have to, and then when you go, you just have to raise it up.
Is
So,
that arm okay?
yeah, but you need to, so when you bend down, so you're like right in there, now try leaning forward and doing it. Yes.
I want it over here.
It's what?
It's heavy here. I want it here.
You want it back there?
I don't know. Okay.
Because when you're doing that, you're way back. What you're doing is you're way back here like this and stuff, and then so that's where it feels better because your elbow's lower, but you need to get your elbow up a little bit so that way you have the 90 degree.
I forgot my elbow now. Can you adjust my elbow?
Yeah. So that's where.
Okay. Oh, forgot my hand.
So you need to get closer here. Just do this. Get closer to the table. All right. Now put down, and don't reach out with your left arm so much. Pull it back, so that way your shoulders, because you want to square your shoulders up a little bit. So therefore, you're gonna do this more and stuff. So you'll have to just get closer. Take a step. There you go. And then when you bend down and have this, so go ahead and.
Is my elbow okay?
A little. Let's pull it back a little bit. There we go.
My elbow's okay. Okay. That one?
There we go.
And my elbow is okay? Is that the way it is?
Yeah, that looks a lot better, type deal. But that's where it's gonna take a little bit of time. It's just kind of like getting into like this and stuff.
Because I don't want to move the elbow down.
Right. So you just want to get to where your arm is like set, and then your arm. So you're just getting this movement right here. So when you finish your shot, you should be kind of up here. On your backstroke, you want to be at a 90, maybe a little bit behind. So that's where. So the trick is, for me and stuff like that, the trick is to lean forward enough to where I'm low enough. So then when I'm low enough, then I can really, what do you want to call it, come down and stuff and see where I'm shooting and stuff. And then also for me, I also get about like this, so it's just twist a little bit. If I stand like this, it's really hard for me to get the elbows situated because it's out here floating. So the further it is away from your body, the harder it is to control. But it does do a lot right in here. You'll feel it right in here and stuff. So.
goes really up.
Yeah, so that's the tricky part and stuff.
But
So,
I won't follow, just I'll do whatever I want.
just, that's fine. And so I think that probably for now and stuff like that, it wouldn't be bad just to do whatever you want, just to get comfortable.
So that I would know, oh, that's what it is then, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, getting the muscle memory, just getting comfortable and stuff, and just kind of like.
Well, I can get you. Yeah. What happened to that? Was it like I hit it too much, or it's just I need more?
Sometimes it's just the angle. So like when you have a ball, two balls hit type deal and stuff. So if you hit it straight on, it's going to go straight over to the rail and stuff.
Yeah.
But then if you hit it at an angle, like if you hit it right here, it's going to go off to the side. So when you're shooting a straight in shot, you want to hit it straight in and stuff like that. So like on this one, you're going to want to aim. So when you line up the shot, if you go straight into it, the 6th ball is going to go right there. Sometimes if the ball's like right here, if you hit straight into it, you're going to miss. So then you want to angle a little bit right here, so that way the 6th ball goes that direction.
That's why you guys, like, you measure it.
Yeah, so like a lot of times we'll look at like, we'll see like, okay, well we want to hit the 6th ball right here type deal in order to make it into here. So we like line up the shot this way. So we're going like, okay, well we want to hit right here. So we want the center of the cue ball to be hit right there. So we'll go like, okay, right there. So then we'll come over here, and then when we line it up, we go like, okay, that's the angle that we want to shoot type deal.
So that side of that one, green one. So that it would go there.
So then it goes that direction, yeah.
But this one, like, I can hit whatever. It's just.
Yeah, so on this one, you like 90% of the time you want to hit like the center of the ball type deal. Perfect.
Because you're teaching me how to do it. Oh. Smash! But at least, like, because it taught me how to, you know, like, hold and how to hit it. Like before, it's like, I just like, I couldn't really hit the white.
Yeah, and that's
it
where.
would go on the other side.
Yeah, and that's where like me trying to get the perfect stance and everything, and get the elbow right exactly. Yeah. Right now is probably not the right time for that. Right now it's just like just practice going out and just hitting the ball type deal and stuff, and just making ball. So that way it's like the more that you have practice on it, then the more your muscles will get used to it and stuff,
and I can feel it. Yeah.
And stuff, and then you'll get better, because it's just kind of like a practice thing. So the more times that you do it, the better you'll get at like doing this, and then and stuff. So it'll get more fluid because it's just muscle memory. And then once you get that down pretty good, then it's like the accuracy will start coming into play. And then once you start getting into the accuracy and stuff, so. Taking your booty. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, once the angle again, just like it's happening.
But yeah, so it's just pool takes a lot of practice.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like the same thing, and it's like for me, I have with like being on this side of the table. It's like I have to go and some places where it's like it's easier than others. Don't be afraid to get closer to it. So yeah, there you go.
Really? I don't know what's going on. I'm like,
It's a different bridge when you're that close to it. So there you go.
that's too much.
Well, it's the speed isn't so much on those ones. A lot of that is just because of the placement of the ball. So that's where it's like, once you get that shot down good, then we'll go into like the draw shot. So that's when you hit like the bottom of the cue ball.
Yeah.
And then it's like, so it takes.
Yeah, you hit it fast, but then it didn't go there.
Yeah. So what it's doing is that when you hit it low and stuff like that, is that you hit it low and then it causes the cue ball to kind of slide with a backwards spin. So when it hits and stuff like that, it no longer has any momentum to go that way, and then it starts, and then that backward spin causes it to back up type deal. So, but it does cause, you do have to hit it harder type deal. So it's one of those when you get used to it type and stuff.
When you hit the bottom of the white?
Yeah, when you hit the bottom of the white and stuff. You can still do it by hitting just the center of the white. It'll just stop it. They call it a stop shot. So if you do a center of the white, it just stops it completely. And that's just because when you hit the center of the white, you don't have any, like, if you hit with the top type deal, then it's going to want to go, and then when it hits something, it still has a momentum for it to travel forward faster. But if you hit the center, it basically is just like skid, hits it, and then it just dies because it doesn't have any momentum forward or backwards.
But the other one, it hit.
Yeah, but if you hit it, you have to hit it hard enough to where it skids up to the object ball and hits it, and then it'll just stop there. If you don't hit it hard enough and stuff, even though you hit it with center and stuff, like it'll still follow, but it still has a little bit of momentum because it's not skidding. It's like hitting it, and then it like causes like a little bit of a roll. So, and then so I don't know if I can do it this distance, but the